Look who we found. Lurking around the studio. How are you?
I'm good.
Where the heck have you been?
I've been to D.C. I flew in. Well, can I tell you this story?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, I was in Dillard's at Willow Bend the night before, trying on a jacket. I had my purse in my dressing room, and I thought, well, I'll just go around the corner and see how this jacket looks in the three-way mirror. I come back, I decide to get the jacket. I pick up my purse. I go to the counter. I have no billfold.
Someone
The next morning at 7:05, I'm flying to Dulles.
And you need a driver's license.
I need a driver's license. I have no credit cards. I had $300 in cash. I have no cash. I have no nothing. My checkbook's in there. Everything's in there. So I go home and I pack up. And I keep saying, it'll all work out. It'll all work out. And I get to the airport the next morning, and I have nothing, hardly anything, but I have stuff in my purse. And so I say, hi, I don't have any identification. He said, we'll go to the back of the line. And then somebody says, come with me. And then he goes up and he says, what kind of identification do you have? I said, well, I have a picture of my passport. He said, doesn't work, that doesn't work. He said, what else do you have? I said, I have a checkbook. He said, that'll work. And he said, do you have any do you have any medication? I went, yes. And he said, let me see the prescription bottle. That'll work. You go through. So I get on the plane now. I get on the plane and I go to Dulles, and I have a driver that picks me up, and he's an ex-Marine.
With no photo ID, though.
Yeah, with no photo ID. So then I go.
They recognized you from the broadcast.
Okay.
Let her go.
And so then you go to
Then I go to Dulles, and I go to Winchester, and I do 2 speeches, 2 presentations for breast cancer, pink room and stuff. I come back to Dulles now. Dulles, national security, big. I have nothing. James, the Marine, the driver, goes with me to the line, and he's going to see that I get in there. And Dulles people were wonderful. They just took anything I had. They took anything. They took the checkbook. They took the prescription bottle. So then this is the thing. Everything's good until I go through pat down. Now they come in and they pat me down here.
Were you wearing your Spanx?
They pat me down here.
Were you wearing your Spanx?
They pat me down here. They pat me down here. They pat me here, and they say, you can go through. It was horrible.
Were you like,
it
you're not going to buy me dinner?
It was just horrible. It was so degrading and demeaning.
Violated.
I felt violated, and then I had a 5-hour layover.
5 hours?
Yes.
What did you do for 5 hours?
Went back through security.
That's my girl. That's my girl. Oh my gosh.
Good.
Really?
That's right. I said,
Did you have a good trip though?
I
Was
had
it
a great trip.
A good time speaking.
And you all, I'm going to say there is a real lesson in here. When I left that purse in that dressing room and I started to walk out that door, that voice said, you better take your purse. It's like 24 inches from me, and I thought, oh, it'll be
Intuition, and we
fine.
never
And I
listen.
went out, and I was out 3 minutes.
So have you found it yet?
No.
Dang.
And so,
But you canceled obviously you canceled all your credit cards.
I just had 2 debit cards from 2 banks that I have, and then I had an American Express.
Gosh.
But anyway, so I'm signed up for LifeLock now.
LifeLock. No, I've heard about that.
What's
And
that?
actually, my parents are
LifeLock,
signed up for that.
They insure if your identity is stolen or credit or anything, and you travel a lot, you need to see about it.
They lock it all down. You know what else they do is they make it so that people can't randomly check your credit report without your permission, which is a really good thing if you're trying to rebuild credit, and they check, and then it makes your score go down anyway. It protects that
and
too.
we ought to get somebody from LifeLock on here.
I think it's a great idea because I didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's really terrific.
They
So
should sponsor the show.
They can
Yeah,
sponsor
they
the show.
that's good. Do we get a commission if we drag them in?
We should.
Okay.
You know what I like too is that TSA pre-check. That has helped a lot.
Yes, I want to do that too, and I haven't taken.
What's the pre-check?
Well, there are only a few airports where you can actually go to sign up for it, and Dallas is one of them. DFW
Los
is one of
Angeles
them.
is another one.
And you go and you sign up, and they do a background check, and you fill out a whole questionnaire and everything. And what it does, it makes it so that when you travel domestically, you just go straight through. You don't have to go through security.
Your stuff
you don't
goes
have to take off your shoes or anything.
Take shoes off and jewelry.
Oh, that's nice.
And and here's the good thing. Yesterday, coming back from Dulles, I just rolled over 2 million miles with American.
Ooh.
So now I'm platinum for life.
You fancy, huh?
for the rest of your life.
Fancy, huh?
Isn't that